sometimes some pictures and don't only have them on the screen of the computer. And for this I did a Photobook with Saal digital, and we have a look together onto it. How nice. It really, this, for example, like the first advice, I would take a 28 millimeter like this. You don't need to have to cut away too much of your pictures. When you go higher up, you have to zoom in and lose a lot of your frame. So with 28, it's nearly as normal as on a picture what you have taken with your camera. When it comes, it was well securitized with nice paper and no harm to the book. And when it's arrived, it really looks like a book. You can see the first double page already there. And in black and white, I was really astonished in matte how good it looks. It looks, there's a bit reflection, but it's from the window, I think. Here you can see how it is. So when you open it, you can go over the whole page. Already the first page, you win a page, you can put a picture on. And there also you have a flat way. The pictures are all together. So if you go over 2 pages, there's no problem. You get it really nicely right. You have to pay attention. First picture I didn't so much. To don't get a bit, as you can see here, white border. When you go on the software of Saal Digital, you can go under the red line. And then you're sure go a bit over, like this you see. The whole page is taken. And there's no white at the size. But I was a bit afraid with matte. It was a little bit loose on sharpness. But when you even zoom in a bit, you can see, I don't know if it's going together. You can, it's really fine to follow. There the guy is surfing, springing on the tramway. It's a book about the tramway in Lisbon, a nice old one called Tramway 28. And I had a close-up from the driver's place, or there you see at night. And especially with you can see here, my favorite one, the Sigma Quattro 1. You can really print out large, as you can see there. It's a 60-40, and you don't lose any details. It's really a pleasure. And when you print it out, a double page, it's really astonishing how, I don't know if the camera follows, how it's sharp, and you have no details lost. It's a really, you go further away, you can read all, even, I don't know, at night, long exposure, a bit 1 atm. It's a nice way to have blur of motion and still sharp the rest, to give a good impression of the tramway, nearly touching the walls of the houses. And you see, getting really near. If ever you're once in Lisbon, you should go with them. They're really touching. I was sitting there at the table having a coffee another day when it was not raining, and it was first time I was astonished how near they are. I was a bit stepping back with my coffee, being afraid getting in touch, but it was just fine. See, I think black and white is a good way to put in value the old town. Even here, you can nearly read, I don't know if the camera is following up closer, you can read the menu, rendezvous, I can see, I don't know if the camera following is up. I hope I try to go nearer, but yeah, you see, even there, so close up, it's nicely sharpened, yeah. Comes good out. Even at the Sigma, you have already a function to take black and white directly. You don't have to change later. Like this, you get the black and white really nicely out of it. Yeah, also a nice book. My friend Fernando Pessoa, living in Lisbon, had also a nice book written. If ever you are there, you see, it's what a tourist should see. And if you follow this book, you can find still now all the old monuments are there. So it's cute to follow. Yeah, the cobblestones of the old town are there, and it's really, I try to get it nearer to see how sharp it is, even there in the way. So nothing to say, and it was really astonishing how fast it is. I loaded up at Saal Digital in the evening at 10, and 3 days later, coming from Germany, it arrived at my place in France. So that was really nice. And even when you go here on at the house, how nicely sharp it is. I was astonished. Really, I think sometimes if you're there and have a look on it, if you need some new motivation to take some new pics, that's the right way to do, to print it out. Because on that screen you wouldn't look so often on it, and yeah. With the Sigma, that's really a pleasure. You can go, I put a bit one here, you can see it even better. Put it more in value. When you zoom in, how capacity of sharpness there is when you have this. So together, Saal Digital with Sigma DP1 Quattro, I only can recommend. Pleasure to do, pleasure to be. See you. Thanks for watching. Bye.